What are some things I wish I would have known when I started FTC? Well, I wish I knew the great hands-on activity that or experience we would get through doing this and how it would impact my career future later in life. And because also our team is a 4-member team, everybody gets to touch the robot, and it just impacts me entirely in my everyday life. I look forward to coming to FTC and our meetings and our schedule and everything else.
What are some things I wish I knew when I first started FTC? Well, I really wish I was better with time management, being able to schedule better, being able to know the time I had before competition and stuff like that. Just sort of doing stuff in that time frame, having a time frame to do things in, was really probably the one thing that I really wanted.
Some things I wish I knew when I first started out in FTC is how important the engineering notebook is. It's very vital for your competition season. You're going to need it for competition days and when you're getting into judging. You're going to need it also for certain awards like the Control Award and the Inspire Award. Also, you're going to need it just for regular old days with the team. It's a good resource to look back on, to see what you've done in CAD, what parts you have on the robot, and it's just good to have around. Also, you need to make sure to know what to do for your competition days. It can be complicated, but once you get your match schedule, you know what to do, pretty much. It's not that hard. Also, I wish I knew how FTC worked. I didn't know how it worked at first, but after a while, I learned that you get a game, you're assigned to a match, and you need to know what to do for your robot. How to do the programming, how to build, how to do the CAD. And in the end, you practice, and then you go play the game. It's a lot of fun, and FTC is a great program.
Some things I wish I've known before we started FTC is that how to code, how to build using the channels like these, that we need to bring extra parts using these are toolboxes, bring extra parts on events, and to clear your calendar basically, because this will probably be your life for the next couple of months.
What advice I would give to people who are just starting out with FTC and have no experience? Well, the advice I would give is, if anything gets frustrating, just breathe. Everything will work itself out, and if you have any questions, there are forums and videos. Like, we have some videos on our YouTube channel, and just look for those. They will help you out. And in life, as well as in robotics, you will fail. It's just what you do with that failure will help you and help you decide what to do next. No, but seriously, failing's inevitable. You just gotta work through it.
What are some things that I would suggest to a team with little to no experience? I would suggest to do your own research, give team members their own research, and then let them come back as a team when they're done doing the research on the forums and YouTube, Youth Robotics TV. Do your research, look at what other teams are doing, then come back to your whole team, and then your other teammates should have multiple ideas. And if you come up with your very good ideas and then test those ideas, get those ideas onto test platforms, then once you have what works the best or what is the best, you can implement that into your full robot and keep that process moving until you're finally done with what you're happy with after the build season, or what you're ready to expand upon after you're done with your initial brainstorming.
Some advice I would give a team with no little robotics experience is that you need the engineering notebook. You're going to need it all through competition season. Also, you need to be prepared. You need to have a game plan. Whenever you figure out what the game is, start planning on what you need to do for your robot. Also, you need to make sure you're organized. Organization is huge. You're going to need it because you're going to need to know, where's this part? Okay, where's the screwdriver? You need to know where everything is, and you need to have a game plan.
some advice I would give to a team that is just starting. I would say that if you're stuck somewhere, if you don't know how to do something, find videos on YouTube. There's teams that you will be competing against that will post videos on problems they've overcome and they want to share with the community. Use social media if you have a problem. Say, oh, we're having this problem, can someone help us? Something like that, because FTC, we're all a huge family. From no matter where you are, it's the best place. Yeah.
What are some components our team couldn't live without? Well, definitely servo blocks. Those just make it a lot easier to have the servos take a lot of weight off the servos. We had about 4 or 5 of those last year on the robot. I'd say the D-hubs, they make it a lot more secure, a lot of axles, less slippage on your wheels or any component that you're using them on. So those are definitely good. And the wire grommets really help you with shorting out to your frame, cutting, chafing a wire, and they're very inexpensive and are going to save a lot of hassle if you would shorted a wire to the frame, so I definitely recommend those.
A lot of the parts that we use are from Actobotics, including their channels. They come in different shapes and sizes, of course. This one we use for our drivetrain, which is the wheels and motors and how our robot moves around. We also, for our wiring and hubs, we like to use the deck plates. They're also really good with just having different levels of robot, as we like to do. One of our favorite parts, what we do, is the servo block, as you can see, to use our servos, so that way they're not as strained as they usually are. Because the neck of the servo is kind of fragile, so what we do is we have these so it doesn't has as much strain on the servo.
So what are some struggles our team has had in the past? Well, fundraising is a big part. So we're a community-based team. So we're not impacted by a school and we're not with a school. So it's just hard to get our name out there. So you have to go out into the community, find people who are wanting to know about STEM, wanting to demo your robot and everything else, and ask them if they can help fundraise, or you can do demos for them or anything to get your name out there, and with that you will get more sponsors.
What are some struggles our team has had in the past? Definitely scheduling times such as build meetings, getting around extracurriculars, sports, drama, other activities. Also build times in the summer. So for summer meetings, even if you really aren't able to meet as a sanctioned group or as a full group, you can still be doing your part to make the team, to push the team forward. If you're a programmer, look at the Java programs, find maybe a programming class. If you're a builder, look at what other teams did, other mechanisms that other robots had, just to kind of expand upon your knowledge of what you can do. And then hopefully everyone does that over the summer and you come back as a better group whole in the next year.
Some things our team has struggled with is organization. It's very important to be organized during the robotics season. You need to know where everything is, like where the motors are, so you can have it on the spot and hand it to them, just so you can put it there and have it on the robot. Also, we struggle with time management. We have everything with a set goal, but you need to know when to have something ready. Also, make sure that your mentors know where you are. Have your phone on you in case they need you for anything, but make sure they know where you are.
One of our major struggles that we have is coding. So we would look online, we would look at videos, and we took a class actually. Took a coding class. CAD, Cameron, who is our CADder, he was having trouble how to do it, so figuring out how to do it. sorry. And and so one of the people from our high school's team came over to help us. So that's how we handle struggles around here. Oh, so that's where he went.